Okay, when we train new guys, how we first set them up on their own door approach is there's a skeleton that we have, and then based off of that skeleton, you can kind of do what you want. Then we just fine tune it, and then everyone's gonna have a different, a different way to go about their door approach. But at the end of the day, as long as you get deals, it doesn't really matter. Okay. So how it goes and how the skeleton is, it's who you are, what you're doing, why you're there, what's in it for them, the homeowner, what's in it for us, the company, pull back, then transition. Okay. Again, who you are, what you're doing, why you're there, what's in it for them, what's in it for you or the customer, or you or the business, pull back, and then transition. Okay. So very quickly, who you are. My name's Taft with Sunrun. That's who I am. You, I'm Reese, I'm Chandler, I'm Morgan, I'm Joe with Sunrun. That's who you are. Okay, your name with Sunrun. What you're doing. I'm out here looking for qualified homeowners to get set up with our solar program. All right. Hey, my name's Taft. I'm out here with Sunrun. I'm just looking for qualified homeowners to get set up with our solar program. Okay. To make it even simpler, you could say, hey, I'm out here doing all the solar in the area. Whatever you want to say. The less complicated you sound, the easier it's going to be for a homeowner to follow you around. But you want to make sure that you hit all the points. But hey, my name's Taft. I'm out here with Sunrun. Just looking for qualified homeowners to do our solar program. Or hey, my name's Taft. I'm out here with Sunrun. I'm just doing all the solar in the area. Cool. I always have my badge on me, whether it's in my iPad right here clipped onto my shirt. It's always, hey, my name's Taft. I'm out here with Sunrun. Here's my badge. I'm looking for all the qualified homeowners out here to do solar. Okay. Or I'm out here doing all the solar. All right. Why you're there. This is what makes you different. This is the hook, or what makes them want to listen to you and buy from you ultimately, as opposed to the other guy or the other solar guy that came by last week. So again, hey, I'm Taft with Sunrun. We're out here doing all the solar in the area. I know you've talked to solar before. We do solar with no debt. All right. We're looking for people to get set up with our program because they don't want to go into debt. Or you can even go a little bit farther and say, we know that there's a lot of people that have looked into solar, they just haven't done it yet. Okay. Whatever you want to say, but why you're there, have a reason. All right. The last thing that you want to do is you don't want to sound lost. You want to make sure that you have a reason to be there. That means you have direction and you have a purpose, and it helps homeowners understand, okay, this guy knows what he's doing. I want to do business with him. So again, hey, I'm Taft with Sunrun. We're out here doing all the solar in the area. We're looking for people that are looking to get set up with solar but just didn't want to go into debt. Okay, what's in it for them? All right, and I've already kind of touched on that. What's in it for you as the homeowner is you don't have to go into debt to get solar anymore. Our program's different, where we don't make you take out a loan for $30,000, $40,000. You just get our panels. We'll put them up on your roof for you at no debt. All you do is just pay for cheaper power. We'll sell it to you cheaper than your utility company. All right. So again, hey, I'm Taft with Sunrun, doing all the solar out here. We're just looking for qualified homeowners to get set up with our program. We do solar with no debt. So as long as you qualify, you can get our panels. There's no loan, there's no debt to you. All you do is just pay for cheaper power. We'll sell it to you cheaper than your utility company. Okay, that's what's in it for them. What's in it for us? What's in it for us as a business? We earn you as a customer, because as long as you live in this home, it's guaranteed that you will have cheaper power than what your utility company can provide. So you will want to pay us for the power that we can provide you. And so as a business, the reason we're willing to do this is because we know that you will continue to want to pay for our power for as long as you live here, because we can guarantee that it will be cheaper and we can still make money on that monthly payment instead of you going and paying your utility company. So again, hey, I'm Taft with Sunrun. I'm doing all the solar in the area. We're just looking for people that wanted to do solar but didn't want to go into debt. As long as you qualify for our program, that's what it is. You pay literally no loan, no debt to you to get solar. You just pay us every month for your utility, we just will sell it to you cheaper. So we gain you as a customer. That's what's in it for us as a company. And then you already heard me say it a little bit, but your pullback, that next step, your pullback is, but you do need to qualify. And a lot of times when people say that, that sounds like, oh, it's too good to be true. That's where the pullback comes into play. You can say, hey, look, we can do all these great things for you, but only if you can do this. That's what your pullback is doing. It's saying, hey, look, as long as we can do all these things and as long as you can do this, it's gonna work. But both sides gotta play, all right? So yeah, we're looking for homeowners that are wanting to go solar, just didn't wanna go into debt. We can do that for you. All you do is just pay us your monthly utility. We'll sell it to you cheaper. We'll put the panels up on the roof for you. But the problem is that not everyone out here qualifies. Your roof has to be the right size and you have to use enough power. And then that's where you transition, because the qualification part really is based off of what their roof size is, where the sun hits their roof, and whether or not we can actually build them a system that is going to provide them the power that they use every month. That's why we need to look at their utility bill. Because if you look at a lot of two-story homes have a lot of square footage, not a lot of roof space. But one-story homes might have the same amount of square footage, but since it's a one-story house, bigger roof space. So if a homeowner lives in a two-story home and uses, let's say they pay $400 a month for power, it's highly unlikely that we're going to be able to provide them 100% solar power for their home. Not saying that they won't want to still do business with us, because we can still sell them a lot of their power cheaper, but that's where the expert comes into play. And that's where me and Morgan and Justin come in and we actually explain them the program and show them their savings. They'll still save money, but for what we're trying to do and why we're trying to sell them on the idea of meeting with us is we need to make sure that they understand, well, only if this works out. And that's where the pullback comes in. So again, hey, look, we can give you solar with no debt. We'll put our panels up, no cost to you. You just pay us for power. You don't pay for the panels, you just pay us for the cheaper power we provide. Problem is that you might not qualify based off of your roof size and your energy usage. So I need to look at your bill and we'll actually have a guy come out and look at your roof. That's your pullback. Hey, look, I don't know if this is gonna make sense. We still need to see if you use enough power to see if we can even provide you enough power from solar to make this make sense. So go grab your bill. Okay, so that's the pullback. And then asking them to go get your bill or go get their bill is your transition. Once you get the bill, in my opinion, you're set. That's the goal. Every time you knock a door is to get the bill, because if they're willing to get you a bill, they're interested enough to meet with someone. I've had a lot of times where I'll have great conversations with people, but then they won't get their bill for whatever reason. They say they shred it or it's online and they don't want to log in, whatever. If they're not willing to get me their bill, to me, they're not interested. But if they're willing to go inside or log into their app and show me their usage, then they're interested enough to meet with an expert, okay? So for right now, that's your goal, is you just want to get the bill. If you can get the bill, we can get the guy scheduled and have someone come out, okay? So really quick again, who you are, what you're doing, why you're there, what's in it for them as the homeowner, what's in it for us as the business, your pullback, and then your transition. Knock the door. Hey, how's it going, sir? I'll be really quick. My name's Taft. I'm out here with Sunrun. I'm actually doing all the solar in the area. Handing my badge. Cool. So the reason we're out here is a lot of people we've seen have wanted to go solar. They just didn't want to go into debt. That's why we're out here. We know that with our program, we can actually get you guys solar with no debt. How we do that is we'll put our panels up on your roof and you'll just pay us for the power that those panels provide, and we'll just sell you the power cheaper. So you get solar with no debt. We gain a customer that pays us the utility every month, and we'll make money over the long term because you'll continue to want to pay us because we'll give you cheaper power, okay? Problem is not everyone out here qualifies. You gotta have a big enough roof. You gotta have enough sun hitting your roof. You gotta make sure that you use enough power. Because if your roof's too small and you use too much power, we might not be able to provide you the power that you need. But as long as we can, and as long as we can actually build you a system that you would actually use, you'll definitely save money. Most customers out here save like 20-30%. Okay, so in order to see if you even qualify, I do need you to go get your bill. Do you mind go grabbing that really quick? Cool. That's it for right now. That's all I want you to work on. If you can get to that point to where you can say, hey, look, this is why we're here, this is why it makes sense, just go get your bill to see if I can even say you'll qualify or not. That's all we want to focus on right now. Let's work on that, and then I'll send you a skeleton sheet as well.